this shirt. This is Soph,
This is Rich.
and we are from across
Across
the
the
pond.
pond.
What's going on, girlfriend? What's
To be
going
to
on?
be fair, I've only come to this meeting so I can sleep for an hour.
So you can sleep for an hour?
Yeah, I'm so tired. That's the
Aww.
only reason I showed up. So I'm gonna sleep and you can talk to everybody for an hour. Is that all right?
Yeah, that works for me.
Alfie's got a tummy bug. So there's only been one night so far since Monday that he slept.
Oh,
Last
poor
night he
baby.
felt so bad I slept on the floor in his bedroom because I thought the amount of times I kept getting up, going back, getting up, I thought, you know what? Might as well just stay here. So I did.
So you're the mom, the real superhero.
I'd like some sleep. I'd rather have sleep than be a superhero.
Yeah. Well, hey, duty calls. You have to be there.
Duty calls. So
Oh, gunpowder.
really, in a nutshell, that's been my week. Cleaning up sick, washing. I've done 6 loads of washing in one day.
Ew.
Beds, towels,
Ew.
yeah. He was actually sick in the supermarket. He felt a bit better midweek, so I thought, right, we need supplies. So I thought, let's just go to Tesco, to the supermarket, get a few bits, come back. We literally got inside the entrance of the shop, and he just threw up everywhere 3 times.
Projectile.
Yeah, not once,
Projectile vomit.
3 times. And to be fair, I felt really sorry for him. Like, I felt useless. Like, I couldn't, helpless. I couldn't do nothing. No one in the shop bothered to ask if we needed any help. And it made me so angry, like, you just can't ask, are you okay? You can clearly see it's just me and my child. But, yeah.
Well, maybe the people that were around you don't like vomit.
Neither do I, but he's a child.
I'm telling you, if I see vomit, I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna throw up too.
Okay, but if you worked somewhere, you would, it's part of your job as like a customer service to even say, do you need anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask if you're okay, but that's just me.
Exactly. But obviously, these people, someone said to me, oh, maybe they're scared because of the whole corona. I was like, listen, when has vomiting ever been a sideline or a symptom of corona? It hasn't. So that old chestnut, everyone, if ever anything goes wrong, they just want to run to corona as an excuse. And I'm not buying it.
All right.
So yeah, I haven't actually done anything but be a mum this week. And it's absolutely sweltering here. Like, it's not really, the annoying thing is there's not really any sun. It's just humid. There's no air
Ooh,
whatsoever. So
that's
yeah,
the worst.
sticky. Let's just put it that way.
Ew.
How was your week?
My week was very uneventful. Worked. We had a heat wave here where we weren't allowed to use water for a day or two.
Not even to have a bath.
No, I'm talking about you had to conserve water. Like you couldn't water your grass and
Oh, like a hose pipe.
wash your car and stuff like that. And then
Sorry, did you say just for one day?
I think it was a couple days. It
We have
wasn't.
hose pipe bans here for the whole summer normally.
Well, I'm sorry that you guys have to conserve water for the whole summer. It was just a heat wave where it was cooking, and then for the last 2 days, it has rained and it has knocked down the temperature at least 20 degrees. So
Well,
it's
you know
about.
what they say, be careful what you wish for. You done nothing but moan about the heat. So therefore,
Wait a minute. What person? You sure you were talking to me? Because I ain't moan about the heat. I love the heat.
it's so hot here.
Exactly. I was telling you it was hot here because it was raining there.
Well, I shared the
And
rain.
now the roles have reversed. Now it's
Yeah,
humid
you
there.
just forgot to send the sun. You sent the heat, you didn't send the sun.
Hey, you gotta take what you can get, Mama. You gotta take what you can get. As far as the week is concerned, yes, it's been a very uneventful week. A lot of doctor's appointments, uh, which is normal. It's the norm now. And getting ready for this weekend, this long weekend that I have going on.
Oh, have you got a long weekend because it's the 4th of July on Sunday?
Yeah, I'm not a big 4th of July fan, but
You can
yes.
tell us about that on Sunday when it is actually the 4th of July. I just wanted to clarify, is that why you got a long week?
I sure will, because I'm going to tell you, just another day. Go
Just
ahead.
another manic Monday. So
What's going on in the news? I got some juicy stuff.
Well, I got a couple of juicy bits, but I think they might be similar to yours because they are like people affected from people across the pond. But there's still been uproar. Remember last Sunday I mentioned about that politician who'd been caught sleeping with his secretary?
Yeah.
And that he said sorry. So Boris said, that's it, case closed. He's apologised. Oh my God, you're yawning already. We're only 5 minutes in. Well, he's resigned now. He stepped down. Also, Boris has said no restriction to be completely lifted now till at least the 19th of July. He extended it for 4 weeks.
Ooh.
Yeah, so people are up in arms about that. What I think you should say what yours are, because I've tried to keep mine in my phone.
Politically wise, the new variant of the India variant.
You finally got it?
Yes, in all 50 states. They said there's a small variant of that in all 50 states. That's what Fauci has said. Then, can we do celebrity gossip now?
Bill Cosby?
Yes,
we gotta get it in because literally somebody, Fiona, just called me and she said, I've got to ask, what's your opinion about the whole Bill Cosby thing? I said, oh, well, we're mentioning that on the show. Right, don't tell me. I'm going to wait till you say it on the show. Now, I saw it first of all on Instagram when it said, Bill Cosby to be released from prison after court overturns his conviction, right? Then it said, right. Cosby has served more than 2 years of his 10-year sentence at state prison near Philadelphia. He had vowed to serve all 10 years rather than acknowledging any remorse, clearly because he claims he's innocent. It says he was charged in 2015, prosecutor armed with newly unsealed evidence. Cosby's damaging disposition from her lawsuit arrested him days before the 12-year statute of limitations expired. So basically they're saying they're letting him out because there was a loophole in the system, right?
I guess. I feel I have a strong opinion about this. I feel like they try to take down all our black heroes. That's just me. I'm a minority. And now, not to say, now I'm not going to sit here and say he didn't do it because I don't know. I wasn't there. But for 50 people, 50 women to come out, and I know we're going to have some Karens hating on me right now, but you got 50 women, 60 women come forth after what, 6 or 7 decades?
But you know what they say, it just takes one person, and then when one person come out, it opens a can of worms. Me personally,
can of worms. That's, to me, it's preposterous.
Me personally, I didn't believe he did it in the first place. Whether he did or not, no one's ever going to know the truth apart from him, right? I didn't believe he did it in the first place. That's just my personal opinion. And did I believe Henry Weinstein? Yes. You know, A, the evidence, B, looks crooked. I know you can't go by someone's looks, but I'm going to chuck it under the bus anyway. He looks crooked. All the evidence, that was watertight, locked, stock, and two smoking barrels case.
To me, conspiracy theories. The man has tons of money. He was getting ready to buy NBC, the television station. He was getting ready to buy that bad boy. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, all this stuff comes up about him.
And also, the other tick that goes in his favor for me, which people will probably, like you, shoot me down because Fiona's just done the same thing when I told her. When you get a sentence, right, he got a 10-year sentence. After 3 years, he goes on parole, so he could get out earlier for good behavior, right? if he shows remorse for the crimes that he committed, he said, I'm not doing that because how can I show remorse when I'm innocent? So keep me in here for the full 10 years because I ain't going up for parole. Why the hell would you do that?
Well, they did parole. They did offer him parole and they got denied.
That's what I'm...
Then he was getting ready to go before the parole board again. And this happened and they let him out. And my thing is, I just don't get it. Like, my mind won't compute to decades and decades of women staying silent. And then one woman comes up and says, hey, he did this to me. And then 60 women come forward. Come on. To me, I don't know. It's just hard for me.
I'm not saying that's not possible because sometimes circumstances, you believe it's better to be quiet. Like all them 60 women, they probably thought they was the only one, if that happened and if it was the case. But this is what I mean. He's the only person that really knows the truth because you just said he went up for parole and got denied it and then they let him out. Whereas the news article that I read clearly states Cosby was sentenced to 10 years. He vowed himself to serve all 10 years because he didn't want to acknowledge any remorse because he's innocent. So that's totally different to what you just said. So
well, I just watched an interview with one of the ladies that said he pilled him and I guess molested her or whatever the case is. And I also heard the lady who represented her was on there talking about it. And the thing that gets me is now they're worried about a civil suit in LA and all this other stuff. Look, man, to me, I look at it like this. If you waited 4 or 5 decades, the statute of limitations is null and void. That means the stuff that they were saying doesn't bear any grounds. It's too old.
But my point is, you watched or listened to a news article about him getting parole. I read in black and white another one which says something totally different. This is where the media speculates, scaremongers, conspiracy theory, and all the rest of it. So my point stands. He is the only person that will ever know the truth because if those women are lying, he knows that they're lying. If they're telling the truth, he knows they're telling the truth. He is the only person.
I'll tell you right now, I hate to say it, but man, I feel as though Cosby got some. He gonna do some power moves now because he got plenty of money.
He is, and you know what? He's gonna be like
power moves is coming.
He's gonna be like Trump, and we'll come up again in conversation. But let's not turn this into the Bill Cosby show. He has taken a lot of airtime.
Save Britney.
Huh?
Let's save Britney.
Britney, yeah. Britney, actually, I feel so sorry for her. I believe her, right? And I can't believe that in 2021, a judge has basically said to her, nah, you can't have your freedom, your money, your life back. Your dad's still in charge of all your stuff.
All I got to say is money is a powerful thing.
And you know what? Funnily enough,
money is a powerful thing.
Money links to today's Fun Friday subject.
Yes, sir.
Now, the reason I brought this one to the table is because there is a reality TV show that's just started its 7th series called Love Island, right? You do have it in America because I've seen the American version. So basically, there's X amount of chicks, X amount of guys who go and live in a house. And it's all on camera, a bit like Big Brother, but on a desert, a sunny island somewhere, and they're all literally size 0 goddesses. In the prize fund is £50,000, I think. In the week, I watched an interview with a previous contestant from a couple of shows ago, right? And the interviewer said to her, have you got any advice for the people that have gone in there this year? I'm just going to say this to all the girls. If you want to get far, have sex on telly. And I'm like, whoa. So you're basically telling these chicks, 50 grand, have sex on telly. So my question to you is, what would you do for money?
It depends. There's a lot of stuff that I wouldn't do for money.
Okay. Let me ask you this much. Just like this, on the lips, like a kid, would you kiss another man?
No.
If someone said to you, here's a briefcase, and you could see £100 million, and they said literally 1 second, done on the lips, would you do it?
Nah, I'm not kissing no dude. If it's my dad or somebody,
Oh no, you don't get to pick who it is. So even if like Vin Diesel, they said just on the lips.
I'm not kissing no grown man in the mouth. I'm not.
For £100 million. Boy, I'd give him a kiss with tongues for that money. Let's get it twisted.
You're a woman and you like Vin Diesel. You're a Vin Diesel fan. If he passed out in front of you,
Vin Diesel's probably not the best example for me because I'd do it for free. But you mean to tell me you wouldn't touch another man's lips on yours for literally a split second for £100 million?
No.
Okay, there's a show.
It's about, to me, it's just one of those things. It's like, I'm a man's man. Like, I'm not kissing another man in the mouth.
But it's not a kiss, it's a peck.
I don't care if it's a peck. I'm not pushing my lip.
Okay, so.
These lips are meant for females and to eat, and I'm not putting my lips.
People, clearly this is why I'm going to be rich a lot sooner than rich. But yeah. we have a show here called I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Have you seen it?
I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here?
Yeah. No. So basically 10 celebrities go to the jungle in Australia. They live in the jungle, like a real jungle, for like 3 weeks, I think. They get voted out by the public.
Naked and Afraid?
Huh?
Is it like Naked and Afraid?
Never heard of it. But basically, there's one challenge called the eating challenge, right? Where two people have got to, bounce off each other. And they bring out the dishes under one of those things and lift it off, right? So the man will bring out a thing and he'll say, okay, to get 1 star for your team, you've got to eat. And he'll say, a sheep's anus, right? And stuck to a cocktail stick will be like a lump of meat. And they're basically saying it's the arsehole of a sheep, right? And they eat it, and they eat sheep's eyeballs, like camel's toe. Yeah. Hold on, like a rhinoceros penis. Would you eat that for money?
Yeah, I eat anything. But I'm not doing no where I gotta kiss. Like, there's a show here called Fear Factor.
Yeah, I've seen it with you, Ludacris.
Well, no, it was before Ludacris. There was a show called, well, it's the same show. Well, anyway, they got an eating challenge on there, and people eat it. I've eaten chocolate-covered grasshoppers and crickets. Okay,
a grasshopper isn't the same as eating an animal's ass or eating an animal's willy.
Who's to say that's just the name of it? That doesn't mean it's actually.
I'm telling you, if it actually was it. Like one of them, they had to eat a cow's teeth, and you could see the teeth, like they cut the whole thing off, and they had to pick one teeth off and eat the whole thing. And they were like, oh my God, this is so rubbery. And they're going, you mean to tell me if you actually knew it was an animal's willy or an animal's bumhole, you're still going to eat it?
Yeah, I've watched a lot of Survivor shows, and yes, I would eat it.
But this is my point. That's going into your mouth and into your body, right? You would do that from an animal, but you wouldn't even touch another man's lips.
Yep.
Whoa.
Because I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if that could just be beef, or it could be something that they made up to make it look like.
Okay, like some people do. Would you let a dog lick your mouth then for money?
No, I don't even I have a dog. And
okay, so let's get this right. You wouldn't let a dog lick your mouth for money, but you're going to eat its penis.
That's not to say it's its penis. That's what I'm saying. It could have been a raw hot dog that they took the skin off and try to say it's a penis.
And you're missing the point. I'm telling you, if it genuinely was what they say it is, and you said you would eat it.
For what? How much now?
50 million, 100 million?
Yep.
But you're not letting your dog lick your mouth, but you're going
to... I'm not kissing the man in the mouth. I'm not letting a dog lick me in the mouth. I have a 3-year-old dog here, and he don't lick me in the mouth at all. I don't even play.
Yeah, but you ain't got to open your mouth. You can keep it closed. You just lick your lips, and then you can wipe it straight. This is what I mean. You're not going to let him lick your lips, but you're going to eat a dog penis. That don't make no sense to me whatsoever. Because I'm telling you for a fact.
So this is what you're telling me is that you'll do just about anything for £1,000,000.
There's no way I'm eating an animal penis, that's for sure. Because
So,
I know just by watching the show, I'm gagging. So I'm gagging if it's in front of me.
so you're telling me, so there is things that you wouldn't do.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't eat any animal parts.
No.
But you'd kiss another girl in the mouth.
Mate, if I just had to go and they say, here's 100 million, well, to hell to the yeah. She can even put some lip gloss on if she wants.
Yeah, but okay then, because it's not going to be that easy. What if she had like sores on her mouth? Would you kiss her?
That's a whole different ball game.
That's what I'm saying. See, you're never going to just kiss a person on the mouth without it being something weird.
Okay, you've bought the weirdness. I just said a normal person. Like, you were like, nah. If she's
weird,
got,
because you're not going to get. You're not. To me, realistically, you're not. They're not just going to give you.
So if they gave you a man that was clean bill of health, nothing wrong with him, then you'd kiss him on the lips.
I'm still not kissing a man whether he's straight or not. I'm not kissing a man on the mouth. I'm not doing it.
I'm kissing a chick on the mouth. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't care. 100 mil. That's 1 second. Who earns 100 million pound in 1 second? Nobody. I'll be in the Guinness Book of Records.
I'm gonna tell you another thing that I wouldn't do. First of all, you said that little hedonism island or whatever it's called. Okay. Now they have the Bachelorette and they have the Bachelor here. I think I've done express this before. I couldn't be on those shows. Just due to the simple fact of the matter is, I'm not kissing a whole bunch of women in the mouth.
See, now the only way
see on those shows. That's all you see on those shows.
The only way I'd do something like that is there's got to be something more in it for me, because at the minute, it's only the winner who gets money, right? So if I ain't guaranteed to get paid, I ain't going in there. Simple fact. If it's guaranteed that I'm going to get a set amount, then that changes the ball game. But what was I going to say then? Oh man, I thought of something else.
Okay, let me ask you a question. All right, so you're saying that, say like if you were on The Bachelor.
Mm-hmm. Bachelorette, thank you. Yeah.
No, you would be on The Bachelor.
Oh, so I'm just a contestant. I'm not the actual person.
You're not the actual person. You're the contestant, and you're pining after this dude, okay, for him to pick you. Now, if you win, you get him plus amount of, umpteen amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the thing that gets me is, what if you don't get picked? Then what happens?
That's what I just said to you. If it ain't guaranteed, I ain't doing it. If it was guaranteed that I'd get a amount of money, regardless of if I won or not, jobs are good. But if I ain't getting nothing out of it, but for 15 minutes of fame on the telly, forget that. Now, it just come back to me. There is something, no amount of money could make me do anything to do with spiders. Forget that in a million years. No way, Jose. Even if I could touch the money, pick it up, fan myself with it. No, thank you, sir. I ain't doing it. You. No.
If you so you wouldn't put a spider on your face for a split second for £1 million?
No.
You wouldn't do it.
No.
So my feeling is,
do you know why? Because I would actually honestly, I would actually die. So therefore it would be void, because I'd have all that money. I wouldn't be able to spend it because I'll be 6 feet under. I would literally die.
You would not die. Are you allergic to spiders?
Well, my heart is, because it jumps out of my chest every time it sees one.
You mean to tell? So that just tells me that I don't feel bad for not wanting to kiss a man in the mouth, because you won't even put a spider.
Yeah, but hold on, because let's be fair.
On the face, and I don't even like spiders. There's a lot of animals that creep me out. Snakes creep me out.
Oh, snakes! I'll skip with them. I don't care.
But okay. I'm gonna tell you right now, if they said, "Hey, I want you to let this snake wrap around your arm," yeah, I'm down.
All right, then fine. Not even a man. You're going to kiss a mermaid on the lips.
No, I'm not kissing no mermaid.
Thank you. So my spider is the same as your mermaid. And I don't even know what your argument is with mermaids, because she's a chick, ain't even a man. All you got to do is go.
Oh, no. No.
She's going to plop back in the sea and you'll never see her again.
And that's going to traumatize me for the rest of my life.
Thank you. Exactly the same as the spider. Even if it was in the same room as me.
There goes your answer. There's nothing There's got to be things that you wouldn't do, like
No,
me kissing a person in the mouth.
I mean,
Another
don't get
man in
it
the mouth.
twisted. There is probably crazy things I would do, but there are things like anything to do with
The
Sky.
craziest thing. All right, now you said that you have never seen Naked and Afraid. Would you go on there? Now this is a show, okay? They take you in the middle of the wilderness, all right, and you got to strip down to bare nothing,
No.
and you get three items. You get a little satchel to go around you, a little satchel, and you get to take three items. Like you can take like some shoestring, a Bowie knife, or a fire starter. Then you have to navigate through the wilderness butt ass naked, and you meet up with a guy who's naked or another person who's naked, and then y'all have to survive together for a certain amount of days.
Now, isn't one of the options of things to take some clothes?
No,
Well, I ain't going
naked.
then.
It's
Listen.
called Naked and Afraid.
Okay, well, there's me out for a start because anybody who sees me naked is going to be running a mile. So no, I'm not going to do that to anybody. So no, there's no
But
amount
no,
of money that would get
there's
me in a.
people.
There's no amount of money that would get me in a jungle fully clothed. Never mind naked.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now there's this one episode where this lady brought duct tape, and she
Oh, and
made her
take
own
yourself
self.
up.
She made her own self a bikini out of duct tape and slippers.
I would get big leaves or something at least. But
Yeah,
I'd be
she did
worried,
that too.
not being disrespectful, and I'm sorry, I know my parents listen to the show, but I'd be a bit worried that some ants or something would go in my crack in the night when I was asleep, my front crack or my bottom crack. What if something crawled in there? Then what do? Is there medical people that can come and help you with that?
Now this is the thing: if you get hurt or you quit, there is, because they got camera crews that's following you guys. So
My God, you've done
they
nothing but
have
wrong.
they have crews that will, if you get hurt, there's a signal that you
Okay,
get.
so can you imagine that? You've made it there one night in the morning, you wake up and you have to go to the camera crew. Excuse me, there's an ant in my bottom crack. Can you please get it out? I mean,
I'm pretty sure that you would be able to protect yourself some way or somehow to keep you from getting animals and ants and stuff in the crack.
but how? You just said you ain't got no clothes or nothing.
I don't know. That's the whole premise of the show.
I'll tell
Survival.
you what, why don't you volunteer your services and then come back and tell us how it happens?
No, they wouldn't want me. First of all, I'm not doing it naked. I'll do a survival show. Like there's a show called The Alone.
Okay, is that like Bear Grylls?
No, this is. It's like, no, it's not like Bear Grylls. Bear Grylls is the man. But this is a show where they drop you on an island, you get a radio, you get a camcorder, and you literally survive on your own as long as you can. I think it's 90 days or 60 days or somewhere in there. And you're all alone. That means you have to build your own shelter, you have to feed yourself, you have to find sources of water.
Okay, well, I'm telling you for a start, if it was me, I'm building a shelter on day one and I'm staying in there for the whole 90 days.
You cannot stay there for the whole 90 days. You got to eat and drink.
Okay, I'll come out of my shelter to catch a fish or something in the lake or get some berries from the tree or whatever. But I am staying in that shelter.
It's on Netflix, people. Alone. I want to see you. You need to check it out and tell me if you can.
I've got the pen, the trusty pen. I'm going to write it. Alone on Netflix. But I'm telling you, I'm staying in a hut that I make and I ain't going anywhere.
And every so often they have now check this out. This is the crazy part. Every so often they have a medical team will come out and check you to make sure that
there's no ants in your cracks.
No, because you're not naked in this show. You have clothes. And you have to get on the scale and everything. And if you're not able to, you can tap out by hitting the radio. It don't matter what time of night or day, you hit that radio and they come and fly and take you away. You're done. Now, if you survive, you get a lump sum of money.
It would have to be a hell of a lot of money. But I'm still telling you, I'm sleeping in my shack as much as possible, catching up on sleep.
I'm telling you, so you're going to deal with the elements. You got to watch the show. Then you tell me after you watch the show.
Okay, Alone on Netflix. Okay, so is there anything that you wouldn't eat for money? Like I wouldn't eat a dog's ball sack, but you would. So is there anything you wouldn't eat for money if it was actually real?
After watching Fear Factor and watching people do
Like
it,
on this I'm a Celebrity, they eat, you know, you said you'd eat in a crispy cricket or whatever. They eat live bugs. Like there's this one about this big by about this fat called a witchetty grub, which is like a caterpillar and it's still alive. They have to bite the
oh, you
head
talking
off.
about a grub?
They have to bite the head off, spit it out, and then eat the body with all yellow pus and stuff coming out. Would you eat that?
If it with some hot sauce,
No sauce.
I think I would try it.
Oh my God. No.
The thing about it, if it's edible, someone had to try it before you. This is the thing that gets me. This is what plays in my mind. They don't put stuff on this show unless somebody's tried it before.
Okay,
So
Brussels sprouts are edible. I wouldn't eat them for money.
You wouldn't eat a green vegetable for money.
Oh, gross. I'd probably be sick. No. Okay, I got another one. Would you walk down the street naked for money?
Yes, I'm a secure my manhood. Yes, sir. I walk down the street butt butterball naked. It wouldn't bother me not one bit. For some money too, it depends on the money. That's all that matters right there.
Okay, what's the least amount of money you'd do it for? 10 grand?
Nah, I say
5 grand?
The least, it's got to be a high number. I'll take like 50 grand.
50,000 and you're gonna walk through the streets of Pennsylvania butt naked.
Butterball naked and I don't get arrested?
Oh yeah, you don't get arrested. It's all been squared out.
Straight downtown, straight 2nd Street. I'll be walking down the street like it ain't nothing.
Okay, I've just thought of another one. What about if you got to spend 1 week in prison? No special treatment either. You're in there, just
Well, they got a show for that. It's called 90 Days.
Okay, but would you do it? I'm not talking about a show. I'm talking about real life. They just opened the door, pushed you in, and said 1 week's time we'll come and get you back.
No, I'm not built for jail. Nope.
So no amount of money, £100 million, no?
No, I'm not sitting in a cell. Mm-mm.
I wouldn't either, to be fair. Jail's not for me.
Now, would you jump out of a plane?
I've done that for free. In fact, I've given somebody £1,000 to let me jump out of the plane for charity.
Ooh, no, yeah. No, I'm not jumping out of a plane.
And it was amazing. I would do it.
I'd probably pass out halfway through because I'm afraid of heights. So just imagine me like this. All you see like this, my man would be holding on to me and I'd be like this.
But it's over so quickly.
The whole way down.
You know, like
the whole way down.
You know, like you know when you go in a plane and you're above the clouds, you look out the window, you can see nothing but clouds, right?
Yeah.
So I had to go 13,000 feet up, right? So as we was going up in the plane, the man sat behind me. There's a cameraman videoing it in front of me. And I looked out the window and I was like, oh my God, I can see the clouds. We're nearly there. The man went like this in front of me to his altitude watch. We were only at 3,000 feet. I still had 10,000 feet to go after I was above the clouds, you know.
I'd boot myself.
To be fair, the worst bit is when you drop out, which is what I thought it would be, like, because the man strapped your back, right? So you've got to remember the heaviest bit is what's going to tilt back. So what happens is you're edged to the edge of the plane and then he taps you on the shoulder, you're out. But as soon as you've gone like that, you flip back like that because obviously the man and the parachute weighs more. So that made my stomach go, and I just went, oh my God, I don't like it. And I was like this for ages. And then all of a sudden he taps you on the shoulder again, which means you've got to put your arms out. And I opened my eyes and I swear to this, is the parachute ain't open yet. You're going at 200 miles an hour, right? And I was going, like, watching and the man in front of me on the camera was going, and I'm going, like that, until he opens the parachute. And then it's just like, you're just floating through the sky at that point. It was great.
I'll tell you right now, I'd be a limp noodle. I'd just be like this. My arms would just be wailing like this. He probably think that I'm doing what he's telling me. My body is just doing it on its own because I'd be like passed out. Just
I'll have to send you the video because it was.
Oh my God, no! I don't want to do it. They have a skydiving machine where you can go in. It's like
like blows you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't mind doing that because I know where the ground is and I ain't that far up. Now,
I tell you what, though, I wouldn't do a bungee jump.
Heck no, I ain't doing no bungee jump.
On a rope, for me to get down and that rope snap, she's gone. Mm-mm.
Or you bungee and you come back up and get caught up in the bungee cord and come back down.
Exactly. Nah, bungeeing ain't for me. Skydive all day, every day, but no bungeeing.
So you would go on a show for money. Would you do the nasty on television?
Have sex?
Yeah.
No. Would you?
No.
Some things are meant to be private between you and your significant other. 2, I'm assuming that every man and his dog, if they know, like say one of these reality shows, if you know someone that's on there, it makes you watch it. So every man and his dog that knows me is probably going to watch it. Don't you think people then start selling stories to the papers and all this while you're in there? Nah.
First of all, I can't see how a man can kiss a dozen women in the mouth. Every night it's a different woman he kissing in the mouth.
But this Love Island show, they could potentially have sex with more than one person on there. Like, because they have a week, they choose who they want to couple up with. So like, say it was me and you, I choose you to couple with me. And then after a few days, ping, ping, the show sends them a text. Oh, we're going to spice it up. You got to recouple, which means the girls get to choose one week, then the boys choose another week. You can choose to stay with the same person if you want, but if you're not getting on or they're not your type, then you can swap to somebody else. And you have to share a bed with them every night. Not necessarily have sex, but you sleep in the same bed with them every night. Like, to be honest, there's a girl in there at the minute. She's very, very rude. Like, it's obvious that her and the guy who picked her don't get on, right? But they got to sleep in the same bed until the next coupling up comes along. So after the 3rd night, he said to her, oh, can I just pull you for a chat? So she was like, yeah, sure. They went and had a chat. And he was like, look, it's clearly obvious that we don't get on. So I'm going to get to know other people, as I'm assuming you would. She's like, yeah, I don't like you. And he went, oh, okay. And she went, to be honest, I think you're a bleep. See you next Tuesday. She called him the C word. He said, it's obvious that you don't like me because you're literally on the edge of the bed hanging off when we go to sleep at night. And she said, because I don't like you, you're a bleep. I was like, what? Like, after knowing someone for 3 days, rude.
Well, then you know, she'll probably get somebody just as rude.
But the thing is, I think she thinks that's what people want to see. People like drama. People will keep her, because obviously the public vote who they want to leave the show. So she's thinking, this is my only theory how she can be such a bitch, is her theory is if she causes drama, the public will keep her in the show because that's what makes the program. But there's a fine line between having drama and banter and being a damn right bitch for no reason. I think she needs to go myself.
I think she needs to go too.
Oh my God, she nearly made me choke. Okay, so is there anything you want to ask me what I do for money?
No, because you already answered it yourself.
Okay, I've got one more.
Wouldn't do for money.
I've got one more thing. Could you be locked in a room, let's say for 1 month, no phone, no telephone, no computer, no contact whatsoever? Actually, they did a social experiment here called social media experiment with celebrities where they put them in one single room. They had zero.
That's easy.
Zero communication with the outside world whatsoever. So you don't talk to anybody, you don't see anybody. No computer, no phone, no telly for a month. It's literally you in a room. Now for you, you wouldn't be allowed pen and paper either to write. You're just literally in there with your own mind. That's it.
Yeah, I could do it. Could you?
No, I think, well, I'd try and sleep most of the time, but I would go crazy. I can't stand my own company.
Do it. A whole month and that's all I have? Yeah, that's
the thing
easy.
is, though, they did it with celebrities. There was one rapper guy called Professor Green. Do you know him?
No.
Well, anyway, he's a rapper from here. And he said he went crazy.
He's from England.
So I know people from America. Anyway, you know Craig David, he's from the UK. Yeah, he said he literally went crazy. It makes you question everything because you've got nothing but your own mind in there. He said you literally go insane.
I could do it because I'm throwed off anyway, so that'd be easy.
I mean, I'd try it. Don't get it twisted. If there's money involved, I'd try it. But I don't like my own company at the best of times, so I'd probably try and sleep as much as possible.
I could do that. I could do that for free.
just like when I'm in my hut on the island, I'd just sleep.
Yeah, I do it for free.
Okay, so there is one other. Mm-hmm. What was you going to say?
I said I would do it for free.
Wow. There is one thing that people are probably saying when it came to the news, obviously the news over here in the UK. Why haven't I mentioned this? Because it is top dollar news at the minute, right? I mean, top subject, and I haven't mentioned it at all. The reason is, normally we do, I'm not sure, you normally don't remember, but we do a series review every week. I know you find it difficult to remember that most weeks, but we normally review a series. But
yes,
I've had zero time to watch any because the Euro is on, Euro Football Championship, right? Whatever they want to call it. Ooh, Euro.
Football.
Soccer for
Soccer.
you. Anyway,
Soccer.
England have made the top teams, or most of the top teams are out. Portugal out. Germany out. You know, like if you had to lay money on who was going to win, you would have had one of these, like Ronaldo in Portugal. Ronaldo is the best footballer of all time. Out, gone.
Wow.
England is still in, but my thing with England is, here I go under the bus, right? I personally, unless all my other teams are out, don't support England because generally they never win anything. And that's not me being mean. Whatever the sport is, generally they never win. And what happens with English people, right? They get on, oh yeah, we're in the Euro. It's coming home. Football's coming home. Whoa, Free Lions. Give it all the spow. Give it all the scarves waving and everything. England get to like the quarterfinal, semi-final. Yes, England, bring your football home. And then they lose. And all of a sudden, oh, England are crap. They're rubbish. Da, da, da. Why do it to yourself? England never win. So just, I mean, don't get it twisted.
That's the love of the game.
I mean, grown man crying when your team gets sent home. Ugh.
The love of the game. That's called love of the game.
Okay. So England have made it to the quarterfinals, I think it is, which is on Saturday, which they generally do get to. They generally get to the semi-final, but they don't get past there. I'm not really excited about that. What I am excited about is the Ukraine have made it through for the first time to the quarterfinals. Wait for it, that they will be playing England tomorrow.
Oh, so there you have it, people. Why we're not watching series right now?
Football's on.
Because her little Ukraine team is playing England. Let's get it.
I mean, I've watched most of the Euro matches anyway, regardless of whether my team's in or not. But that's why I haven't had time to watch any series, is because we've got a competition.
And tell them what series you have been watching, though.
Yeah, we had that the other week, The Rookie. You don't like it.
The Rookie is terrible.
But there's a new one out called Sex Life that we need to watch. But let's not talk too much about it because people might watch it before we've reviewed it, and that ain't no good. But yeah, it's going down tomorrow. I've got snacks. I've got alcohol. I've got pop. Clear the schedule. Don't let anybody, well, I say don't let anybody message me.
So Sunday, you're going to tell us the outcome then?
Yes. Yes, I am. And
Sunday,
I would say,
tell us the outcome.
I would say nobody disturbed me during that time, but both my mum and dad, when the England match was on, England played Germany last time, and my grandma, my mum's mum, was German. So if Germany or Ukraine are in, I normally support them because that's like back to the roots. England's like a last resort for me. So I had they were playing on the same day. I had my mum messaging me during the England-Germany match. Oh my God, Germany are going to be going home. Oh, sad face. My dad messaging me about the Ukraine match. Come on, the Ukes. Yes, we're getting through. And I'm like, yes, yes, yes. So on Saturday, when it's England-Ukraine, the parents will be blowing up the phone. That's okay. Everyone else, if you don't hear from me, that's why.
Well, I'm just going to let you know here, basketball is going on. And I'll let you know Sunday who's playing for the championship.
Coolio Mondulio.
So we'll have a little even trade because basketball championships is it. Now, also, the Olympic trials is going on here too. Are they going on there in England?
I mean, if I said
You
yes,
don't
I'd be
know.
lying because I don't know. The only time
You
I
don't
know
know.
about the Olympics is when it ends up on the telly and I watch it. That's it.
Okay. Well, everybody, this was Fun
Okay,
Friday.
please, can I just ask you one more thing? I know you don't know anything really about English football. You don't know anything
No,
about the England team.
don't.
You don't know about Raheem Sterling, about Harry
No,
Kane, about
no.
Gareth Southgate, and you don't know anything about the Ukraine team, you know, with their new manager or anything like that. What do you think the score's going to be between England and Ukraine? I'm going to write it
I
down.
don't even know the scoring process. What's the highest score in a soccer game?
However many you want to score. The game's 45 minutes and then a break, then 45 minutes. So it's 90 minutes in total. So
What's
it's
the highest you can score in a game?
however many you score.
That's what I'm trying to say. There is an average on how many scores is made in a game.
During the World Cup, it's been like 3-2, 2-1, 2-2. The maximum the other day, there was a 5-3 match, but that's the most. So
Okay, then I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to give it 3-2 Ukraine.
How many to England?
That's what I'm saying. 3 for Ukraine, 2 for England.
Oh, 2 for
3-2.
England.
3-2 Ukraine.
And you know what? I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to put a bet on that score. I'm going to put a bet on that score you've just said.
And if you win any amount of money, make sure you can put it in some.
Hold on. Let's have a look.
Some
Exactly.
American currency.
What I'm going to let's do this live. I've got the betting app on my phone, William. Let's have a look how much we'd win England, Ukraine. I'm so excited about this game. Can you tell?
3-2 Ukraine.
Correct score. Ukraine 3, England 2. Right. If we was to put £1 on that, we'd get £91 back.
Split Look at this, that in half.
That bet has been placed.
Look at that.
3-2 Ukraine. Get it out there in the universe. You said it first.
Yeah, I said it first, people. This is Soph.
This is Rich.
And we are
from across the pond.
Across the pond, Rich and Soph. All right, now holla at me if you ready to go. Across the pond, Rich and Soph. All right, now holla at me if you ready to go. Across the pond, Rich and Soph. All right, now holla at me if you ready to go. Across the pond, Rich and Soph. All right, all right.
I am so excited for this 3-2 win. Like, cannot
wait.
Yep, bring it on. Come on, you.
We'll see you on Sunday.